is not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. Really, since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how to...
There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Working that left side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Final play of the quarter coming. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter.
Penn State 14, Ohio State 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Power football with the run. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? You're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll try the run. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the wildcat.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Aller. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. Then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Spits it out to the back. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Got the quick pass.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. Fights off the defender.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Grabbed behind the line. It's Allen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
Unloads it downfield. Caught at the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Ohio State.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. And the Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Just through behind his pad. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Complete to the right. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks. And you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The Buckeyes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. No more room to rise. This defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Wideout trying to get it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Zings it complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with a little trickery. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go right back to the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. The give to the left side. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Turning on the Jets. It's a seam wide. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. Makes it past the marker. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a 1st down.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the 1st down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback, if he has to throw it here, to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Allen. He breaks a tackle.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fighting off the defender. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on them. And then
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Aller. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to fire on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football game.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down, fourth quarter. Need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
It's complete on the right side. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. Got his man. He is in, and they roll the dice. Won't settle for the tie. They take the lead with a 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The defense making